U.S. Bank Stadium holds just under 70,000 spectators, and they've come out in full force for this one. A fantastic atmosphere here in Minneapolis. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the New York Jets and the Minnesota Vikings. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. Start on the ground, Hall. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. They go play action now. Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
On third down, Wilson going up top. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. On fourth down, punt coming from Braden Mann. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it will be Vikings ball, first and 10. Working out of the gun, Cousins.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off, and the Jets are going to take possession of the football. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection, and now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the foot...
Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. C.J. Uzomah, his second touchdown on the season.
And the Jets use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
And that is off the left upright. It's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Kenny Nwagu now out of his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
They run again on first down. Cook.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 2 yards. Second and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up second and 12 at the 31-yard line.
To throw is Cousins. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Making the play defensively, Carl Lawson. The Vikings at 1-10 now on the year. They come in the midst of a season-crushing losing streak. It's up to 9 games now.
And this is a team that's not shown much consistency during this losing streak because they've never really looked like they've been ready to play. You question their motivation. You wonder what's going on with them. And I don't have a PhD in psychology, but the body language, it's awful. And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Cousins on 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Cousins to throw for it on 4th. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to pick up the Vikings' first down as they find a way to convert on 4th and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
He's taken down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. First down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
This one caught. It's the tight end, Hockenson. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Cousins to throw it. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Throwing is Cousins. The quick slant caught. Touchdown, Vikings.
Justin Jefferson from 8 yards out. And the Vikings are an extra point away from taking the lead. Joseph connects on the extra point.
And they take the lead here at 7-6. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Now, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it, because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games, and the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
Play action. It's Wilson. Looking deep downfield. That's caught at the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A two-play drive.
What do we call that? Short-lived?
Very.
Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that second play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. Cousins from the gun on 3rd. Open man is born, and he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
So on 4th down, Ryan Wright on to punt for Minnesota. The Jets have Braxton Berrios back deep.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And that'll skip out of bounds inside the 20 at the 17-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked off by Harrison Smith.
And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Cousins now. He'll find Thielen work in the middle.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. From the gun, here's Cousins.
Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down. Touchdown! Justin Jefferson with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from capturing the lead. Joseph connects on the extra point, and with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Berrios now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Jets take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of 32 that time.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's first and 10 from the 45. Now Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Wilson. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
I know we just saw a nice throw and catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It certainly looks like they still have some fight in them on this series, because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
On second and 10, Wilson. Open man here is Conklin. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Wilson will throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wilson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game. But after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To throw again is Wilson. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down.
sacked back at the 29.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
But that's what they have to do more defensively, not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And some room to roam now. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Here's Cook again. And a short pickup to about the 25.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Off the play fake, Cousins. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley.
And the Jets are going to take possession of the football.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
After the interception, here's Wilson. He finds his man, complete. It's Wilson.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of... And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets.
Breece Hall,
31 yards.
and the Jets will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Zerline good with a PAT, and that'll make this a 6-point game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Complete. Jefferson the target. And he's going to have a first down here. They're also in the field goal range now at the 27-yard line.
A first down throw for Cousins.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They go play action. Cousins.
The Jets pressure too much as down he goes. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up.
And the third interception thrown by Cousins. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football.
Wow, a big mistake there. Late interception in this first half, and that could lead to a field goal try the other way.
Yeah, I think at this point you just had to say, let's take a knee going into half and regroup. Let's just talk it over a little bit. I wonder, partner, was the analytics coach in his head a little bit? Maybe go ahead and press it and try and get some points? While the old school coach probably would have said, take the knee, let's get out of here.
Now we could see points the other way here.
Welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 42 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Cousins going to bat it forward here on the jet sweep.
Justin Jefferson, the ball carrier. He's forced out of bounds behind the line.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On 3rd down, Cousins. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Sheldon Rankins, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
From just shy of midfield, Wilson. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Throwing is Wilson. He's got a man, complete.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other, and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
Forced out to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
But sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
On second down, a run with Hall.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Calling no gain on the run there. Now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Here's Wilson. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets.
Garrett Wilson.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
Robert Saleh, one to take chances. His guys will go for 2 here.
Wilson going to throw for it. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked by Cameron Bynum.
And nothing but daylight ahead. The 30. 10. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd and 9, Cousins. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
And here's Ryan Wright now
as he's on to punt for Minnesota.
The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return. And the Jets will take over.
At their own 42-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because look.
And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets.
Touchdown, New York.
A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Out of the gun, he'll throw.
That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
At their 49-yard line.
Throwing again on second down. Cousins. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards the pickup there. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Throwing is Cousins. Another one on this play for Justin Jefferson. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Complete to Justin Jefferson. 10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches at the 18-yard line.
On second and inches, Cousins. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hockenson. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. It is a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now Cousins. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. K.J. Osborne, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Play action. Now Wilson. And that one incomplete. They tried to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play.
23.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Wilson to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
And it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. But that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. To throw, Cousins. Finding Bourne here over the middle. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 11.
The offense on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. To throw is Cousins. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. The kick by Joseph is good. So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3, but with starting field position like that, 3 is not where you're banking on.
Now you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball into the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs. But look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. take after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Quentin Williams in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Cousins. He'll find Thielen working the middle.
And he's going to get this down near the 25. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson.
And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now Cousins. Throwing middle, and it's complete. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. From the gun, here's Cousins. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's something good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter.
Berrios now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here.
Now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the legs. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Cousins to throw it. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Quentin Williams able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This for the lead in the final stages.
Joseph's got it.
And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th. still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they've managed the clock exactly right.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked up by Marco Wilson. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
And you have to wonder, Charles, in a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Cousins. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Sauce Gardner picks it off. 20. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. Well, my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception. I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14.
Calling a loss of 2 there on the play.
And it'll be a third and about 13. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Wilson to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Took their shot at going for the win, didn't get it. Now bring on the field goal unit, tie this thing.
It's the right call. I truly believe that. But if I'm on defense, I'm also staying a little loose here in case they want to be really aggressive and fake it.
So a money kick there in the final seconds, and now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Their own 26-yard line.
Cousins to throw. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dime. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive. And this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
There again is Cooks, complete. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. That reception, his 600th NFL catch. Congratulations, quite the accomplishment. On first down, Wilson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
To throw again on second down, Wilson buying time to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground. So now Wilson and the Jets with a 3rd and long here following the sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Pretty good job escaping the pressure. Gets him 15 yards on the scramble, but now it's 4th down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough.
Ready.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. And a costly mistake. Coaches talk so much about ball security, and in overtime, so paramount.
Partner, do you ever wonder if maybe they talk about it too much?
Too much, yeah.
Doesn't seem like you can, but maybe by discussing it time and time again, and you know they overemphasized it here, that almost became self-fulfilling.
And any points beat them here. Field goal or a touchdown now.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. Cousins. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Jets are going to have it with a chance to win the game here in overtime. But both sides a little loose with the football here in overtime. The fumble, but now their defense picks him back up, CD, with that big interception.
So if we were writing the headline for overtime, we would say defenses rule. Fumble recovery on the first drive, interception on the second one. They're trying to have a major impact.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Little OT scramble drill that time, Mr. Davis.
And, partner, I can tell you from personal experience, nothing drives a defense crazier than having...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Third and long, it's Wilson. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith.
And the Vikings are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. So that is now 3 turnovers on 3 drives here in overtime. And George, you can look at this and say, boy, these offenses are sputtering, but these defenses right now are making big plays.
They certainly are. And if I'm the quarterback right now trotting out that offense here, I'm treating it like a pitcher. Hey, get me a new football in here. That other one wasn't working real well. I want one that we're not going to have a turnover with. I want a chance to win this game.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing, Cousins. This one to Bourne, and he's got it. And brought down, but a big gain, a gain that they needed. And the only thing to keep in mind here is with him being tackled inbounds, that clock is moving. Cousins on first down.
And that is nearly intercepted. Oh, that would have changed things here in overtime, but instead, it's just 2nd down.
We know he has a lot of confidence in his arm and likes to force it downfield, but the coverage was tight there. Fortunate it wasn't picked off.
Play action now, Cousins. And his throw here's incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Cousins now. He's got a man, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So that's it. No double overtime until the playoffs roll around, so that means this one ends in a tie.
Yeah, that's ultimately unsatisfying for both teams, the fan bases. Heck, for us, we came here to see a win.